So recently, iDubbbz made a video making a tier list on most of the presidents of the United States. So I decided to do one for myself. But since I don't live in America, I decided to do it on the Prime Ministers of Australia. So for this video, I'm going to be making a tier list for all the 30 Prime Ministers of Australia. Now before we start, there's 3 key factors that I'm going to be going off on. Number 1, I completely gutted the E rank and replaced it with the racist rank. Since most people don't know, but Australia has had a very racist past that went for longer than anyone could have imagined. The second factor is that I'm not going to focus on what parties which Prime Minister was supporting or were in. It's just merely what these guys or girls were doing while they were in the head office. And number 3, the most important one, don't take anything I say seriously. I'm a 16-year-old boy who owns Disney Princess My Fairy Tale Adventure on the Wii. Do you really think I know a thing or two about politics? Now, with that out of the way, let's begin. Alright, right off the bat, the first 16 Prime Ministers all go into the racist category, mainly due to the fact that they all passed the White Australia policy. Now, what the policy was a policy that was made so anyone who wasn't white skinned, they couldn't migrate to Australia. So they are all going into the racist tier. Oh wow, that is a lot of racists. Alright, now let's go to Harold Hall. Alright, straight off the bat, I'm loving this guy because he got rid of the White Australia policy. But he did some really dodgy stuff, like first of all, getting our Australian troops to participate in the Vietnam War. And secondly, he is pretty infamous for not being a great swimmer. Instead of putting him in S, I'm going to put him in A. Alright, these next 3, they pretty much did like fuck all when they were in head office. So they're all going to go into the D tier. So that would be William McMahon, John Gorton, and John McQueen? Is it McQueen? Fuck it, he's going F. That is the stupidest fucking last name I've ever read. Alright, go off with them. Straight off the bat, S. He's going to S tier. He got rid of our troops from Vietnam whilst in the Vietnam War, and he created a thing called Medicare. So S tier. Malcolm Fraser, he didn't really do a lot in office in my eyes. Like, he did a lot of good things. Like, first off, he made our currency less shit or go down in value. And he did support efforts to abolish racism in South Africa, as it says in this very reliable website called Kittle. Also, my dad said that he is the best Prime Minister we've ever had. And if you know my dad, you know he pretty much hates everything. So for that factor, I'm just going to put him in B tier. Bob Hawke, okay, here's the thing, not a lot of people will know this, but Bob Hawke previously held the world record for the fastest drinking of a yard of beer. So that alone is getting him into the A tier. I don't care if he fucking like bombed 5 countries, that alone is keeping him in A tier. Paul Keating, he didn't really do a lot. Same with Malcolm Fraser. Like, he did want to apologize to the Aboriginals for the disrespect we gave to them. He also tried to make Australia better friends with Asian countries. I mean, there's a lot of tries in here, so he had good intentions, but he didn't really perform a lot, so C tier. John Howard, okay, see, here's the thing with him. He has done a lot of good and a lot of bad. So let's start with the good. First things first, he made our gun law stricter, so that's already a great thing that he's done. But he also did a lot of bad things. Like, first of all, he didn't want to apologize to the Aboriginals, like Paul Keating wanted to do. And the worst offense is that he is a shit bowler and a shit catcher for cricket. So for that factor, he's going to C tier. Kevin Rudd, okay, so right off the bat, I'm loving this guy because he apologized to the Aboriginals. And he also is a great swearer.
This fucking language. Just fucking hopeless.
Plus he also has some problems where he's not a very good speaker.
You and you and you and you and you. Every one of you to make a difference.
Plus he also drank half a beer. Okay, that one's going to B. I would have put him in A, but that would be next to Bob Hawke, and that guy's a legend already. Fuck you, Kevin Rudd. That is, what the fuck. Julia Gillard, alright, so she's getting points just for being the first female Prime Minister of Australia. But the only problem with her is that she introduced the carbon tax, and from what I've heard, wasn't a very good thing. So, C. Tony Abbott, alright, straight off the bat, F. No, I'm not even negotiating Y. He's just going to F. This guy has done a lot of fucking shit. Like, the public doesn't love him.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
And he can't even format a sentence correctly.
You're not saying anything, Tony.
So, F tier buddy, Malcolm Turnbull. What did he do? Oh, he supported gay marriage. D tier, he did fucking nothing, honestly. Alright, last but not least, Scott Morrison. I'm already liking him because he has one of the best nicknames ever given to any Prime Minister ever, which is ScoMo. However, he hasn't been Prime Minister for at least a year. It's only been like 8 months, I think. So I can't really judge him that much because he hasn't really done a lot of significant things in my eyes. So I'm just going to put him in D tier also, because if I put him in anything else, I'm probably going to be in like 50 bounty hunter lists. Alright, so this is the Australian Prime Minister tier list. So what can we determine with this tier list? Alright, well, first things first, over half of our Prime Ministers are racist. We had a few legends, and most of them are either retarded or fairly bland. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe.